Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into Fairycore or decorating videos or Animal Crossing in general, maybe consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Last week we decorated this sunken secret fairy garden. It turned out so beautiful. If you're interested to see how I created this or if you missed it, I'll leave a link to this video in the time cards on top. For today's video, we will be creating a butterfly fairy garden. So if you want to see how I created it, just keep on watching. So here's the area that I'll be working on for today's video. It is a pretty big area and I think I have enough space to add the butterfly garden. I will be adding a staircase here as well so that you can easily go up to the second tier from here. So let's get started on this build. I'm going to remove some of the cliffs and kind of add some textures by indenting some of the cliffs. I don't like how the cliffs look when it's a straight line. I feel like it looks a little bit weird to me on the map. And then in the middle of these cliffs, I'm going to create an outline so that I can add the staircase. I'm thinking behind this area I'm going to add my castle house. Also, this is next to the sunken fairy garden that I created a couple of videos ago. I'll link it in the time cards on top if you haven't seen it yet. After I create this outline, I'm going to go ahead and start creating the outline for the butterfly garden. I saw a picture of someone that created a butterfly pond and I thought that was such a great idea and I wanted to do it here, but I ended up having a different idea in mind, which is the idea that I'm creating right now. And I'm using my stone rose path, which will look so good here. I was going to use the in-game path to outline the butterfly so it can show up on the map, but I decided not to use it and just use this custom design instead. The butterfly measures out to be 11 by 13, so make sure you have enough space for the butterfly plus the surrounding area. And I will be filling in the inside of the butterfly with a lot of bushes and flowers. Once I finish outlining this butterfly, I will show you guys how the entire butterfly looks before I start decorating at the inside. So here's how the butterfly itself looks before I add all of the good stuff. I wanted to show you guys how it looks just to make it easier for those that want to recreate this for their islands. So now I'm going to go ahead and start adding all of the custom designs before I add all of the flowers and items. I really like this idea of having this garden because it did allow me to use up a lot of the flowers and bushes that I had just laying around. Like I mentioned earlier, I was going to create a butterfly pond, but I might save that idea for a different part of my island. I'm still debating if I should add a spiral pond or a crescent moon pond. I was also debating if I should create another rose pond. I did create a rose pond back on my Beauty and the Beast island and I love that pond so much. It's huge, but we'll see which pond I'll end up doing. For this butterfly garden, I was originally going to add a water fountain in the middle, but I already did it by my entrance and I didn't want to keep adding water fountains everywhere, although I really love water fountains. And for this butterfly garden, I thought to leave the middle open so that you could walk through, and then I thought to add a staircase here just to give you another option to get up here. So I'm just going to finish adding all of the custom designs first, and then I'm going to show you guys how the custom designs look with the butterfly outline and all of the bushes, and then I'll start adding all of the decorations so that all of this can come together. I already added all of the holes so that I can add the bushes, and I'm not going to show you guys me adding every single bush because that would be insane, but I did add a total of 30 bushes for this butterfly. It was a lot, but it was so worth it because it looks so good. And here's how the butterfly looks with all of the bushes. I really love how it's looking. It's coming together so nicely. Once I add everything, it's going to look so good. My island is coming together. I only have Mary and Gala left to move, and instead of doing their yards in different areas, I decided to just create a double neighborhood for them, and I have a perfect spot for them, which is on the right side of my island. And once I create their yards, that will be the last part for my right side, and all I have left to do is to work on my left side. I have a lot of space on my left side to decorate, and I know I can create another pond there and add maybe another character on my island that I mentioned in my previous video. I really wanted to create another character so that I can transform their house into a flower shop or a candy shop, and I know I have enough space now to create something else, but at this moment I don't know what else I can create. I know that it will come to mind later on once I'm decorating, and then I have to decorate all of my beaches. So once I do all of that, I'll be completely done with this island, which is insane because I literally started this island 2 months ago. I'm getting a lot better at decorating faster. I used to take so long. My first first island, which I no longer have, took me about a year to finish, and that was also because the update was available, and I just kept going back and forth changing up so many sections on that island because I was just like, this needs to be perfect so that my besties can come and have some fun here. And because I don't have that island anymore, I feel like creating another Fairycore island just straight up just only Fairycore. I know this is technically a Fairycore island theme, but it's an Enchanted fairy forest theme. I want to create just like a straight up Fairycore only with lots of fairy ponds, a fairy village, gnomes everywhere, and some secret fairy doors. But I'll create a poll in the future to see which island theme you guys want me to create, and whichever one wins is the theme that I will do next. I just love Fairycore so much, and there's just so much in this game that allows you to achieve that theme. I also want to do a fairy city core theme. I know it sounds crazy, but I grew up in a city and I love the color pink, so I thought that would be such a cool hybrid to see. So we'll see which one of those you guys will vote for. Also, side note, when I created the staircase, it bothered me so much that the staircase and the custom designs that I placed didn't align. So I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm just going to cover the staircase up anyway with the castle gates and the ruined arch. So you can barely see that it's a pixel off, but it just bothered me so much. It might bother someone else now that I mention it, so I'm so sorry. Here is a little mini tour of the area. As you walk through the butterfly garden, it will lead you right up the staircase that will lead you to the other area that I'm still working on. And here is the view of the butterfly garden with castle items in the back. It just looks so elegant and beautiful, and I love the Valiant statues on both sides. The Valiant statues just make everything look so much better and very Fairycore. And here is the view of the entire butterfly with all of the flowers. I am just so in love with it. It looks so good and it's just so beautiful. I wish I was in this game because I would be running through all of these flowers. And here's how the area looks at 5 a.m., which is the time that I think I'm going to be saving my dream mattress in, just because a lot of the items that are supposed to light up around this time, like the garden lanterns, and they just make the area pop more. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the build and the video, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Also, don't forget to have your post notifications on so you don't miss out on any future videos. I also forgot to mention that all of the design codes that I used in this video will be listed in the description below if you want to download them for yourself, which I highly recommend because I am obsessed with all of the designs. I love you all always. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!